Listo, ya estoy grabando.
Awesome.
Ya, te puse de anfitrión.
Thank you.
Listo.
Thank you very much.
Sí.
Hola chicos, ¿cómo están? Pueden escribir en el chat. ¿Cómo están? ¿Qué más? ¿Cómo van? Ya tenemos algunas personas. Laura, muy bien. Lau. ¿Cómo están? ¿Cómo estás, Dairo? Listo. Vamos a esperar 3 minutos, chicos, a 8:33 e iniciamos. ¿Listo? Para que más personas se alcancen a unir. Todo bien, con mucho calor, dice Dairo. Pau, yo espero demorarme tipo 40 minutos y apenas de una sigues tú, listo. Espero demorarme como 40. Yo no me voy a demorar mucho explicando la demoración de las preguntas, porque hay cosas por hacer. ¿Listo? ¿Qué pasó con esto? Listo, chicos. Todos me confirman, porfa, si escuchan bien, si ven bien la pantalla. ¿Todo está en orden? Todo check. Listo, cool. Bueno, entonces para no retrasarnos, para iniciar a tiempo y para respetar su tiempo por haber llegado pues on time, vamos a iniciar. Entonces, antes de iniciar o para iniciar, quiero compartir con ustedes esto. Un segundo.
Mucha atención, a la guerrilla se toma la población de Granada en Antioquia.
paz en un país como Colombia? ¿Cuál es el rol de los jóvenes en su construcción? ¿Qué significa el pleno desarrollo del potencial humano en un país como Colombia? ¿Qué rol juega una organización como ISEC en su realización? ¿Cuál es el alcance de las ideas y acciones de los jóvenes? ¿Cuál es el impacto de nuestra organización? ¿Cuántas nuevas oportunidades generamos cada día? ¿Cuál es el legado de nuestra generación? Estas preguntas nos guían día a día. Soy Snyder Alfonso, un arquitecto de 24 años apasionado por cualquier tipo de expresión del pensamiento humano, como la música, el teatro, la pintura, la literatura, la danza o el cine. Emprendí esta aventura convencido del poder transformador de los jóvenes y nuestras acciones hacia la construcción de un mejor país y un mejor mundo. Soy parte de una generación que no tiene miedo y que se atreve a actuar por lo que considera justo. Pertenezco a una generación que transforma sus pasiones en acciones por Colombia y represento a una generación que elige la grandeza. Hoy sueño con liderar los pasos de todos aquellos que día a día hacen posible una mejor versión de nuestra organización. Creo profundamente que el liderazgo es la solución fundamental para los retos que tenemos actualmente y los que se vienen en el futuro. Y que el liderazgo significa esa reinvención de los conceptos que sabemos, la forma en la que aprendemos, creamos y cómo nos relacionamos con los demás. Además que nos da la capacidad de retar el status quo y luchar por lo que creemos. Diría al final que el liderazgo es como un superpoder con el que podemos descubrir y hacer nuevas cosas mientras lo desarrollamos. Hoy visiono una ISEC en Colombia en el que cada persona es tenida en cuenta para elevar al máximo el desarrollo de nuestro potencial.
Cool. Entonces, bienvenidos a este espacio, a este primer espacio para MC 1920 aplicantes. ¡Woohoo! Listo, chicos, espero estén súper emocionados, súper felices por lo que se viene o por este proceso que ya inició, que ya para muchos es un sueño, que para muchos de ustedes esto puede ser algo que desde que entraron a la organización empezaron a visualizar y empezaron no solo a visualizar, sino a trabajar por ello y a proyectarse hacia que este momento llegara. Entonces, si ustedes son de esos que han estado esperando por ese momento desde hace mucho tiempo, live it, lo están viviendo ahora mismo y ya están empezando a soñar o a pensar en cómo podemos construir un mejor ISEC en Colombia, una ISEC en Colombia donde todo lo que hacemos, donde cada persona, donde cada minuto, donde cada segundo, donde cada estrategia, etcétera, cuenta. Y quiero darle la bienvenida a este espacio que va a ir hasta la otra semana de información. Yo creo que una de las cosas más importantes para poder tener un proceso de altísima calidad, que es lo que requiere, yo sé que en Colombia en este momento, es tener la información correcta y la información adecuada y tener la mayor cantidad de información que ustedes puedan, porque eso les va a dar perspectiva. Y creo que el proceso, desde la forma en la que está pensado, la forma incluso en la que está diseñado, está muy pensado para tener personas con un perfil muy holístico, o al menos que durante el proceso desarrollen ese conocimiento general, no solo de el rol específico que quieren tener a cargo, el que quieren desarrollar, sino que reconozcan y conozcan las dinámicas de la organización en diferentes aspectos y desde los diferentes departamentos entiendan mucho más allá de lo que va en su rol, porque eso contribuye a tener conversaciones muy nutridas. Entonces, estoy súper contento de que estén acá, estoy muy, muy agradecido de que estén en este momento en este chat y entonces vamos a iniciar. Básicamente, esto voy a explicarles un poco de lo que consta la aplicación y hay un espacio también para preguntas al final y me voy a centrar mucho en la estructura o en cómo se va a desarrollar y por qué digamos que los departamentos y demás. Entonces, esto lo pueden encontrar en la aplicación. Mi nombre nuevamente es Snyder Alfonso, soy MCPe electo 1920 para ISEC en Colombia. Yo creo que hay algo súper importante detrás de entender el por qué ser MC en Colombia y más en este momento histórico, o sea, más en este momento coyuntural para la organización, porque no estamos llegando en un momento X o en un momento que no sea relevante para la organización. Por supuesto, han sido 60 años de mucha relevancia, pero este año es definitivo en demasiados aspectos y se van a dar cuenta en el proceso. Entonces, básicamente aquí hay un tema de entender qué significa ser MC Colombia, entender qué significa darlo todo por el país y trabajar por ser esas personas que van a estar en los hombros de más de miles de jóvenes colombianos que han trabajado aquí durante 60 años y que han hecho que AESEC en Colombia brille a nivel global, que AESEC en Colombia haga cosas increíbles por nuestro país, y nuestra generación, la generación 19-20, no va a ser la excepción en eso y va a ser una generación que va a ser recordada con certeza por muchas cosas positivas, y así lo queremos ver y así lo visualizo desde ya, y así lo veo desde ya, y así veo el equipo con el que voy a trabajar durante el siguiente término y que va a construir cosas muy relevantes para AESEC en Colombia. Entonces, uno, eso, entender muy bien la historia, o entender muy bien el de dónde venimos y qué representamos, qué representa una persona que dice, soy parte de la Oficina Nacional de AESEC en Colombia, y no solo qué representa en términos internacionales, sino qué representa para el país, qué representa como un líder que se para al frente de otros jóvenes a decir, esta es la forma de transformar nuestro país y de contribuir a nuestro país. Y básicamente yo creo que también ser MC en Colombia es una oportunidad bastante grande en términos de desarrollo personal y profesional. Creo que uno cuando entra a la organización y cuando ve o cuando ve a esas personas que están allá paradas o que están dando una sesión o que están hablando sobre el tal tema y que son tan empoderados y que entregan todo de sí para el país y para el desarrollo de la organización, es algo que empieza a desarrollar y a generar nuevos conceptos y nuevas ambiciones en las siguientes generaciones que nos van a suceder. Entonces, son 365 oportunidades que la siguiente generación va a tener para hacer algo muy positivo por el país, para hacer algo muy positivo por AESEC en Colombia, para elevar lo que somos como entidad y para demostrar la resiliencia que como entidad tenemos frente a cualquier situación. Entonces, esto ya inició oficialmente, como les comentaba, inició oficialmente para todos, para ustedes, para mí, inició ya desde noviembre, el visualizarlo y soñarse todo lo que la organización puede llegar a ser de la mano del trabajo en conjunto de muchas personas talentosas. Entonces, desde ya les deseo muchísimos éxitos en su proceso y muchísimos, que se disfruten demasiado el proceso. Yo creo que un proceso se nota cuando se disfruta y se nota cuando es muy tedioso, entonces disfrútenselo mucho, porque si ustedes se lo disfrutan con certeza, eso ya va a ser un muy buen indicador de que ustedes en realidad quieren esto y que quieren dar lo mejor de ustedes para esta organización. ¿Listo? Que también va a dar lo mejor de sí para ustedes. Entonces, vamos a iniciar. Entonces, voy a iniciar con algunos temas logísticos o a explicarles un poco algunas recomendaciones. Hay alguien que no habla español, chicos, alguien que no habla español. A ver. Ok, chicos, vamos a hacer lo siguiente. Voy a empezar a hablar en inglés porque esto está siendo grabado y esto lo vamos a subir también. Entonces, para cualquier aplicante internacional que desee, pues va a encontrar la información. ¿Listo? Entonces, voy a empezar desde ya a dar todos los datos en inglés. ¿Listo? Cool. I'm sorry for all the international assistants that maybe are here. So we are going to start with the specific information about being MC in Colombia. So the first thing is that the fact of being MC in Colombia is a privilege in terms of what you are going to receive from the organization. And I want to share with you some information about that you should know about the conditions of working in the MC office. So basically, the first thing is about the compensation for living and living expenses. So we have a salary well, we are going to define it. We are in the process of defining the specific amount, but it's around 1,700,000 pesos. And that is basic, and that is enough to live in Bogota and to have a really good life in Bogota. You are going to cover the basic things. Remember that you are going to pay, or you have to pay you rent for your home and for your house and your food and etc. Like all the things that you need. But I want to to clarify this amount, because this amount we are defining it right now. You know, like we are defining with financial projections and all this. So we are defining what is going to be the specific amount, but it's going to be around. These 1,700,000 Colombian pesos that, as I said before, is enough to live in Bogota. So traveling, the second point is that traveling for AESEC purpose within Colombia, like LC visits and conferences are fully covered. So for example, all the touch points that we are going to have with the network, like all these visits and the national conferences, the regional conferences, and even local conferences are covered. So you don't have to you don't have to pay it with your money. And if you are international, or if you are, I don't know, you are not from Bogota, you have to pay your flight ticket to come to Bogota and to live here. The support for the MC members to attend international conference will depend on the final budget and IR strategy. So here I want to say some things about international conference, about ICE, the International Congress, and even regional conferences like AMCO and America Summit, or even conferences in other regions. The first thing is ICE will be in Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka is in Asia. So basically, we are going to confirm this with the time and having a clear budget and having like a clear financial projection. We are going to define who will be like prioritized in terms of the role that must be there. But one thing that is going to be required in the application is that people that is applying for operations is a must, that you go to Sri Lanka to represent Colombia in your role as operations. So if you are thinking in apply to any of our products, or as a team leader, or the team leader of the operation things, take into account, account that you must be there in Sri Lanka, and is a non-negotiable for you. Even if we are going to give out and provide a subsidy, but even if that is not like too much, or no matter the amount, you should be there. You must be there. And for the rest of the MC member, normally we have like conferences with our main partners, like Brazil, like Mexico, like Argentina, like Peru. So we are going to have like some conferences with them, like partnership launch and all this. And the idea is that you go there, and some MC members go there. We are going to cover the fee for the conference, and you pay for your flight tickets, right? The third thing is that the current MC office is located in Teusaquillo, a very traditional neighborhood in Bogota. It is fully, we have like a desk, printers, phones, and Wi-Fi. However, the MC office for the next term, well, I don't know if you know, but I want to let you know, we are right now in the process of in the selling process of the current office. So we don't know how long that is going to take, you know, like in terms of time, if we are going to sell it in 1 month or 2 months or even 1 year. So we are going to move, but that is something that we don't know right now. But we are going to guarantee that the MC will have a place to work, like an office with all these conditions, and you are requested to bring your own laptops, and the MC experience is not provided. So basically, you don't have like a computer, so you need to bring your personal computer every single day to the office, like to work. And the last one, there is a possibility to live in the MC apartments if the agency agrees to extend the contract, and if you wish so. So basically, this to facilitate, in case that you are not from Bogota, like to accelerate and facilitate the process of moving to Bogota. The current MC Caravana, they have like some apartments. So when you will be finishing, or you'll be elect for MC 1920, you could talk to them. You can say like, okay, I want to live in your apartment, or I'm interested in living in your apartment. You talk with the people and you extend the contract, like the deal with the agency. And or you can, if you want, you can come before and like look for your own apartment as you want. But the easier way normally, and it's like a succession, we always like take apartments for previous MC members, right? So this is all the information about like logistics in general, or the conditions of agency in Colombia right now. If you need any information, and for example, if you are applying to X or Y role, don't hesitate in contact the MC 1819, the MC Caravana, because they have a lot of information. One thing is that they are not allowed to provide one-to-ones in office time. Office time is from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Colombian time. So if you want to talk to them, please type them in hours that be out of office, because it's not allowed for them. And basically we are going to have all these chats, like to provide you all the information and the basic information that you need. And we are trying to be like transparent, and we are doing this effort of having all these all these chats to make that all the information be the same for all the applicants. Well, let's go in deep with the topic that we are interested in. That is basically how is organized the MC 1920. So as you have you seen, the applications are basically in departments. So there are just CFO, PM, and IM that are like specific applications. But if you are interested in OD, in operations, in BCXP, or in partners, you have to apply to the department, and then you are going to be elected for a specific role. But what is the idea of this, guys? The first thing is that ISEC in Colombia at this point needs people that knows more than just a specific role, because the fact that I told you at the beginning of having more interested conversations about what is happening in the national entity, what is happening, and more than what is happening, what are the possible solutions for all the things that we need to resolve during the 1920 term. So basically, CFO must be a Colombian. So CFO is not available for internationals. PM is open, and IM and the rest of departments are open. All the positions are full-time, so you are going to have like a deal with ISEC in Colombia. And this is normally, if you are MC, you have no time. You don't have time to have like another work, because it is very demanding in terms of time. And one of the suggestions about this process is that don't get attached to any role, because it might change according to the selection process. So you are going to apply, like you are applying to be MC in Colombia. You have like a department where you are applying for, but don't be attached to it, because basically we need very flexible profiles that can fit like in the position that me as the NCP, I can see that your profile fits there. So if you're applying to be part of the management team, you have to respond to a specific question. So at the end of the questionnaire, there are like 2 specific questions to respond. Why this? And this is, I think, the first time that we ask something additional or something in addition for management team. And this is because I really need a team in management team that can provide like an holistic view and a panoramic view about the organization, about what is happening with ISEC in Colombia, what are the current situation, and more than it, that after that, having all this information, we can propose like different alternatives, right? And this process will make easier the work within the management team. And the last one, clarification, is that there could be changes in the definition of the structure. So basically, don't get attached to any role, any role, because the definition of the structure is still ongoing. You know, we are still in the process of defining this because of financial projections. So don't get attached to any role, and we are going to give you like more information after the application process, after the first round of applicants. But this will be managed in this way with these departments till the end of the process, and at the end you will be notified about the definition, the final definition. So I want to explain you a little bit more about each one of the departments. So basically, organizational development, you are going to have there. Well, you have the questions for this department. The idea here is that you really think, how can we make growth all the entities in Colombia? How can we achieve more performance in local entities, and that how can we like improve the processes that we are having right now in local entities in the organizations in terms of operations as well. You have the specific questions, but basically you need to ambition, and you need to think about all the products and not just a specific one. In terms of BCXP, this is the new department, and this is like this is like a trial, an opportunity to a different strategy. So basically, we are putting a lot of effort here, and we are putting like a lot of hope in this department, and that this can be like a really good solution for what we are presenting right now. And in terms of partners as well, how we are going to reinvent the partners area. And I think that for this is very important to take a look to what has been like the partnership development area in the last terms of ISEC in Colombia. PM the same, IM the same, and CFO the same. Basically, all of you can go to the questionnaire, to the questions, to the specific questions of each one of the departments and roles, and there you can find like what are we expecting for each one of these roles. So, in terms of MC, I am looking specifically for brave, like passionate, determined, and people that be very, very proactive, that want to work for ISEC in Colombia, that is doing this because you want to serve this entity, because you want to serve these organizations, and because you are conscious about what is happening in ISEC in Colombia right now. And that you have in your mind that you are one of the answers for the next generation to help this entity grow and to help this entity to go beyond. To go beyond and to be that entity that is resilient and that can like be in the top of mind of not just customers but as well of the global plenary, and that ISEC in Colombia be like a reference in the country of what is leadership development about, and what is the power that we as young people, and not just with our ideas but with our actions, what can we do for our country. And I think that we can do a lot, and I think that our contribution to build a better Colombia could be really significant. And I am looking for that people or that team that we be with me, like working with this every single day. I recognize myself of I think that I'm a very passionate person, and I'm very passionate about making ISEC happen in Colombia because of what this means for our country. So I'm looking for this for people that believe in ISEC in Colombia, and that without ego, without any kind of bad feeling or something like that, that with humility work to build a better ISEC in Colombia. And in terms of more like technical profile, I think that there is not like a specific profiles in terms of backgrounds, or you don't must be like this or this or this specific background, but that you feel that you want to, that you are very professional in what you do. You know, like that you are very professional in what you do, that you are very ambitious in what you do, that you want to do the things that you are that the things that are your responsibility, that you want to make it happen in the best way as possible, and that be like your personal print in everything that you do. So a little bit more about each one of the departments, because I think that here you can say, okay, but which role is it's here or which role not. I invite you to go to my MC app. Basically, is based on this. The partners, that is PD director and a PR director, the MCOD, that you will have like a OD directors for entities. In terms of products, the same. So we are going to have the directors for products, and I think one team leader or two team leaders for the operations team. And in terms of BCXP, that is like one of our main focus right now. Basically, we are going to have here UR, and we have here DM as well. But as I told you, and as I said before, don't get attached to even this structure, because this structure is still ongoing, and we are still like working or defining how it will be, because of information that we are waiting in terms of financial budget and projections, right? So don't forget this. This is very important. So basically, this is the process time of the whole process. We launch. We have launched the applications. We released the application on 17th of January, yesterday, and we are going to be. Well, you are going to be working on this till 4th of February, and we are expecting to have, or I'm expecting to have, the first round of MC members, the official MC members, in 23 of February. So yeah, it's it's a long process. It's a long process giving your best, and it's a long process like dreaming and doing and talking and having interviews and having confidence vote and having interviews, final interview with me as MCP. So yeah, thinking all this and organize your time and don't be late, people. Don't procrastinate about the application. Start doing this tonight. Start doing this right now. Don't let till the end, like I have 19 or I have 18 or 15 days to make it happen. Don't start working on this right now, because you are going to have more ideas if you work really lots. Okay, so don't take much more time to make this. Start doing it right now. Basically, these are the things that you have to take into account in terms of what you need to send at the end of your application. And it's like the video that is 5 minutes maximum, the minimum font size, the package. Take this into account. If you're applying to management team, you are allowed to use 12 pages, but if not, just 11. So take this into account, and please send all the information and sell all your package on time, because any late application would be want to be taken into account, right? And this is the application package. So you have like these things, these specific things: your CV, executive summary, biography, profile, and general questionnaires, specific questionnaires, endorsements, video, and yeah, make all the noise and let everybody knows that you are applying to be part of one of the best entities in the world, and that yeah, you're a stand-up to make your dream happen, and a stand-up to work 1 year of your life to give your best to ISEC in Colombia, and give your best to make that this entity and this organization that we love be a better version of itself. And like a final message before going with specific questions: make it count. And I think that this is when I was thinking, and when I wake up after being elected as MCP 1924 ISEC in Colombia, I really think about this phrase and about what this means, about what make it count, the meaning of this phrase for our country right now. And we really need people that want to make things that matter for our entity. And we really need people that have all the willingness, that you are like daring yourself, like daring all that is happening in your life right now, and that you want to serve 1 year of your life to ISEC in Colombia. And believe me, it's an amazing experience. It's an experience that changes everything in your life: the way you see your life, the way you see yourself, the way you see other people, and the way you assume things that are happening to you, and that build a better version of yourself. And I think that is one of the most powerful experiences that an organization as ISEC can provide to any person. And not just because of being MC, but because you are going to be MC in an entity as Colombia, with all the quality, with all the meaning that this has in terms of history, of what the organization is right now, of what Colombia represents for the global plenary, of what Colombia represents for our country. And feel proud of it. Feel proud of that you are right now like thinking in applying to be part of MC Colombia, and make that everything count. I think that if you do something that it doesn't have like a purpose, or it doesn't have like something significant or relevant for you, maybe you won't do it in the best way as possible, or in the best way as you can. But if you think how this organization impact communities, like people, like impact and change life of foreigners, change perception of people of foreign people about Colombia, and how we are building a better country from all the daily work that we do in ISEC, you are going to make this like with consciousness. And I think that this is the most important. And make it count every single second, make count every single day of your application process. Enjoy it a lot, because I think that if you enjoy it, you are going to give the best of yourself, and that is going to be expressed in your application, or be reflected, in your application. So yeah, make everything count, make every single one-to-one that you have, every single idea, and think not just because of you, and not just because I think that this is the best, but it has a lot, you should have like a lot of perspective from people, from customers, from partners, from members, from people members that are like, I don't know, that have 1 month in the organization, or people that have more than 5 years in the organization. So make all these stories count, and that is going to be like It's going to be or give you like richness in the whole process. So like to finish this, I want to open a space for specific questions. So I'm going to open this space for some minutes. So please, if you have any question, you can like talk here, or you can like just type a message here in our chat. So I'm going to, you can start like asking right now. Okay, so go ahead. Or you can use your microphone if you want. Any questions? Or if you don't have questions, please type on our chat. Type I have no questions. Okay, so the first question is, what is the nomination process about? Our interviews, as always. So basically, the nomination phase has like three things. The first thing that you are going to be through these specific things at the same moment. One, interviews, right? The interviews, and the second one, you are going to have a challenge. So interviews and challenge would be in that week. And the third thing is that we will have like the short list as well at the end of that phase. So short list, challenges, and interviews. Okay, another question. Hello, the M of monologue functions of each role department are going to release. So basically, we are going to define it, but at the end, as I told you that we are still working on defining the structure, we are going to provide you, but at the end, okay? Okay, for people that are foreigners but that are in MC abroad but that are Colombian, you should add the specific criteria for Colombians. So you need to ask for three endorsements for an entity in Colombia, and as well from one of your current entity. That is, for example, in case of Butron, I in Argentina. The CV and the biography, yes, Butron. The CV and the biography can be in Spanish. CV, no, everything is in English. Like Spanish, biography and CV, everything, absolutely everything is in English. Lau. Butron, check. Awesome. Any question, guys? Like anything you want to ask? Don't be shy. Don't hesitate. Okay, there is another question. Okay, Andres. So Andres is asking, if I apply to operation, I have clear that I have to do an analysis of the whole operation, but anyways, I need to put focus on in the product I'm focusing. So like all the analysis that you are going to do to reply the answer. The idea is that we have a panoramic view, right? As I said before, you have a panoramic view about what is happening in terms of operations in Colombia. If you can have like a specific focus for the product you are applying, or that you want to apply, you can do it. It's up to you. It's free to do it. You are free to do that. Okay. But the thing is that we need to do, if the questions ask you for an analysis of the whole products, we need to see that. Okay, and I want to see that. But you are free to put focus on any product you want. Okay, very good question, Butron. That is, if we are going to open a hub, yeah. So in the fan page, in the website, we are opening a space that is a hub where we are putting all the information. For example, there you can find my MCP application, where you can find like more information about like some questions that we had in the process, and each department like OD, operations, etc. are going to start providing you information with each each chat. So when they give you and present you like all the information, they will put there in that hub. They are going to put like all the information and more things that maybe you require. Okay, but we are going to put it, and you can go there through our website. Okay, about the nomination with an interviews. Wait, about nomination. Yeah, we will let you know in terms of for example, you will be considered for X or Y role, right? So you will be considered for one specific role, but you are going to apply to be part of the department. So in the nomination phase, when we are going to have the interviews, that are going to be a little bit more specific, right? In terms of the technical interview. Remember that there are around 3 interviews in terms of the process. So you are the functional one, you are going to have it with the MCVP or MC director that I consider should or must do that interview with you. Depends on what we are or what I am considering you in terms of the role. The endorsement in English. Okay, the endorsement could be in English or Spanish. There is no problem with the language of endorsements. But the rest of application, just endorsement, because there are external endorsement. You know, it's like an external thing. But all that is up to you. That is your responsibility. Is in English. Like all the application in English. Endorsement could be English or Spanish. Awesome. Cool, guys. Any questions? Something else that you want to know? Something else? I don't have questions so far, thanks. Okay, Alejandra, please, if you don't have questions, can you type, please? Like, I don't have questions, like to know. Check, Juan. The consultants spaces están, yes, Butron. In the Facebook group, you can find like all the calendar of each one of them. Remember that we will have next week, we will have like the chats with the rest of the departments. Today, after me, right now, after me will be IM. So if you're interested in IM, like, please be there. And if not, you can check the calendar in the Facebook group. Remember, all the chats are going to be will be at 8:30 Colombian time, 8:30 p.m. Colombian time. But you can check it out. Okay, Ivan check, Jessica check, Kevin check, Butron check, Cami check, Anna check, Butron check, Kata check, Brian check, Dairo check. Okay, so I think that there is no questions. There is no more questions. So okay, guys. So I'm going to close this part of the beginning. So basically, I just want you to remind you this. Well, Butron were asking for this. You were asking for this, but he was asking for this. So 1 second, I don't see this. Okay, no, it's fine. Okay, so I just want to remember you this. On Monday, well, after me, we are going to have IM. On Monday, we will have finance and legal and PD. On Tuesday, we will have PM and OT. And on Wednesday, we will have operations and BCXP. Remember, as I said, 8:30 p.m. Every day, all these chats. So don't miss this, please, because this is very important for you to know what is the current state and what is the role that they are having right now and how they are facing their role, and that can give you like a panoramic view about what is happening in ISEC in Colombia in that specific department or role. So welcome to this process. I hope you enjoy the process, that you really dream big, that you really think big, that you want to put the best of you, the best of your ideas, the best of your mind, of your heart in this application, and that you show to ISEC in Colombia what you're made of. That you show to ISEC in Colombia that you are the person that must be there because you have the passion, because you are determined, and because you want to be there to give everything you have in terms of knowledge, in terms of background, the experiences before, and etc. to make us in Colombia better. Okay, so thank you very much for being here. If you have any question, if you have any doubt, don't hesitate in contact our election team, basically Sarah and Nati. They will be like waiting for your messages and waiting to respond any kind of questions. And if you need to ask something that is very specific and you want to ask it to me, I will be there as well. Like I ask you to be patient because of there is like a lot of things, or there are a lot of things happening right now. So maybe if I don't reply you or I don't respond, like I don't know, like in the hour after your message, yeah, don't be mad. I don't think that I don't want to reply, but it's because of there are a lot of things happening, and yeah, I will reply you as soon as I can. Okay, but enjoy the process. Believe in yourself. Believe that you are capable to make this happen. That you are capable to be part of the MC of ISEC in Colombia, because you deserve it and because you are going to show it in the process. Okay, so show everything in the process. Don't let anything behind. Don't let anything back. Show everything you have. Put everything you have. Put all your heart and all your energy in this application process. And again, I'm so glad to have you here. I'm so glad to share this space with you, and I wish you the best for the rest of the process. Okay, so I send you a hug to everyone, and hope to see your applications soon. Bye bye and a hug. So I will pass with Pau. So Pau is going to start with the IM phase. Okay.
Snape, ponme admin, porfa.
Okay, cool. Okay, Pau, keep talking in English, please.
Okay, so hello everyone, welcome to IM. I hope that you have a lot of questions and that everything what Snape just said. Perfect. Thanks.
Okay, Pau, it's done.
Okay, thank you. So, let me show you. So, welcome to IM. I'm gonna show you the current state. Wait, it's not allowing me to. Okay, done. So, wait, done. Let me introduce you myself. So, my name is Paola, and I'm the MCPe IM 1819. What I'm gonna show you right now is the history of IM, what is the current state, what's coming next for this semester, and if you have any question, I'm gonna open a space for that. Okay, does everyone is hearing me right now? If you are hearing what I'm saying, just type check. Okay, Ana, Camila, Juan, Snake, Dairo, Kevin. Okay, I assume that the others can hear me, so we will continue with the history. So, the first thing you need to know is that IM started in 2012. How did it started? First of all, in 2012, we didn't have GIS, that means EXPA and YOP. We only had one page where the members and also our EPs used to get inside to see all the opportunities. And the name is myisec.net. Because of that, the service was quite slow because the web page wasn't so attractive to people to see where were the opportunities, right? Because of that, Colombia decided to pay Podio. So since 2012, we had Podio. And also in 2012, we had, in our LCs, we had department called IM and Com. IM was in charge of trainings, and IM had also communications because COM helped them to push forward the new outputs from data and all the tools that IM was releasing. So IM was quite powerful when the COM was also powerful to show up what was the advance in IM. Anyways, okay, the next one. In 2013, the LCs decided to close IM, and only in the MC we had IM and in the big entities. Also, the legalization system wasn't like Atlas. It was through an SQL system. It was very rough. So it wasn't so easy for people to access to the way that the legalization was being done. And the only one who was managing that system was the MCPe IM. The other main thing in 2013 was that the MC decided to make an investment on customer gauge that was a dashboard for NPS for exchanges. Then in 2014, AI decided to release the GIS. That means the Global Information System that in that time was composed by EXPA and YOP. So they decided to release it because they wanted to receive the 2015 with new platforms that would be more accessible to everyone. Then, because of that, oh, I have a main error here. So because of that, the MC decided to create something inside the LCs called GIS managers, and they were in charge of the education of IM inside the LCs where there wasn't any MCPe IM, such as the other entities except of UPB, Andes, Uninorte, and Javeriana. That they were the only one who had LCPe IM. Also, in that MC, they didn't have MCPe IM, so they decided to have only an IT manager who was only in charge of education, but no development or anything. It was only education and follow-up of the evolution of GIS. Also, it was the first time that we have our own web page, and the name was code.isec.org. In 2015, because the GIS wasn't completely, in February, we lost some information, right? So until February, we don't have some of the realize that happened. We have incomplete information of that. Because of those changes in the platform and because the MC realized that they needed to have someone to develop new tools, they had again an MCPe IM, but he only worked in the first semester because later in the second semester, they decided to change his role to only be branding. And in that year, there were only 5 LCs with MCPe IM. In 2016, okay, someone has the microphone on. Okay. So in 2016, later they didn't have MCPe IM, and there was only an IT manager who was in charge of develop the Atlas platform, the trainee flow, and the OGX forms that were connected with EXPA. And because of some little mistakes, they had to change our domain to isccolombia.org, and that is the web page that we have right now. Later in 2017, in the MCBit, Sebas arrived, and then he was MCPe IT and Web. He created the volunteer agreements, the web page improvement, focus only on OGB. He started the data analytics. He did a funnel for understanding how was the conversion of all the exchanges in a small period of time. He also improved the trainee flow. He created a dashboard for exchanges, and there was only one LCPe IM as the IM network, and the only LCPe IM was from UPB. Okay, and now I'm gonna show you the current state. So the 5 main blocks that we had for this year IM, it was focused on data analytics, the accounting software changes, also the MCPe IM must be also the DPO, Data Protection Officer, and because of that, we need to implement the GDPR checklist that AI sent us. Also, one of the main blocks in IM is to keep continuity to all those tools that I told you, and also to seek optimization of all the processes. So these 5 blocks, right now, what we had accomplished is, for data analytics, we did applicants track, also a track for finish to complete, which show us which is the response rate per product and also per country and per LC. We also did a people dashboard to understand better which is the reality of all the membership right now. And also the ESD team did business intelligence for the project that we had that was called Vamos. Yeah, Vamos. And this business intelligence allow us to see a new market that we could reach through the project. Then, in terms of the accounting software, the main objective was to change from Sigo, that was a old software, which was quite slow for all the processes that we have to run right now. So we had to change to Oasis, that is the new software. And the main role that I had to take was to automatize all the process from Podio to Oasis, which is already done. And now in GDPR, we had to do a checklist, and right now we are in top 9 in worldwide and also in top 1 Americas. Now, for process optimization, what we did was to update the lead nurturing in EXPA, to do a CV in the recruitment form, and update the training flow for IGT. In terms of continuity, we had to keep maintenance on all the platforms that I mentioned before, and also to do a lot of firefighting, because it's common that these platforms have some failures, and we have to solve it while we are doing all the processes. So now, what is coming next is, okay, as you can see right now, there's no block for software, accounting software, because the accounting software is already done. All the part from IM is complete. What it comes right now is only maintenance. Like if something fails, we will have to help all the accounting department to see which can be the solution to forward the data to Oasis. Now, the 4 main blocks for this semester are data analytics, GDPR again, process optimization, and as I was mentioning before, the continuity of all the platforms. So for data analytics, what we have to do in the department right now is the people dashboard for the new EVs that are coming right now, but this time adding some performance analytics of the membership. Also do a market analysis for IGV and OGX attraction that is going to be done with the EST. And also we need to finish the dashboard for IR. For GDPR, what we need to do right now is to reach the 90% of accomplishment of the checklist. Also, what I have planned is to train the EVs on the way that they are managing the information, and if that is being properly done and is not violating any of the rules of GDPR and also the habeas data rule. And for process optimization, what we need to do in the team is to change the OGX forms design, because right now, if you access to our webpage and you see the OGX forms, they are quite long. So you need to change it to be shorter and just, okay, okay, you already have the design, we just need to put it in there in the web page. And also, because of those kind of changes in the design of the OGX forms, we decided with BCXP that we need to change also the design of the web page, because as I was mentioning before, the design of the whole web page was done in 2016, and only it has been changed for OGB. So we need to make it like update for our time. Also, right now we're working with Snap. Snap is a publicity agency that is helping us on improving the way that we are making attraction. So right now I'm gonna work with them for the lead nurturing for ads. The person who is, just in case if you have more questions about Snap, you can make it in the space for BCXP, because the person who is in charge of managing that relation with them is Annie. Okay, and for continuity, we need to maintain the other platforms. So based on all of this, do you have any questions about the role, what is coming forward, anything that you would like to know? Okay, which were the changes in the training flow of IGT? So we had to update all the content in the training flow because it was quite old, and also we had to delete some of the buttons because it wasn't useful right now. One of those was, for example, applicants. Why applicants? Because what we want right now for IGT is more that the LCDP's IGT, they update the training flow only with the people that had been accepted. Also, we had to change the form for the training flow in IGT because we had to update some of the terms and the conditions of managing information for EPs. And we had to update that with the GDPR restrictions. Okay, Gutron, which do you think must be the focus for IM in 2019 too? Okay, first of all, seeing Snyder's application, I think that the main role right now must be data analytics. We have been working with AI for doing a BI analytics in Expa, but because of resources and that, they couldn't develop some of them. So the IM must be keep following on those BI to try to develop, at least for Colombia, such as have statistics showing if the person can go to a country based on the visa. Yeah, we were planning that. We suggest that to AI, but they couldn't develop because of priorities, and the platform is not allowing to develop more things right now. So yeah, the IM must be following the data analytics, develop tools to understand better some of the restrictions that we have right now. And also, it would be good if the person can continue on GDPR, but managing inside the LCs. Because right now, for example, I didn't plan to achieve GDPR 100%, because the 10% is basically changing the way the LCs are getting the information from external people, which is not going to be so easy, because as you can understand right now, every LC has their own space in Podio. And in every space of every LC, they have a form where they are getting information from IGV or global families or events or managing some of the flows for OGB, which some of the big entities has. So yeah, like it's going to be very challenging for the next IM to change that and to centralize all the information in the MC space, so we can have like a better control on that information. Also, the person must be focused on process optimization. There's a lot of things that we need to do in products and also in people. Like we have the IM is going to have a lot of opportunities right now for improve the processes. What I don't recommend for IM is to develop applications, because it requires a lot of time and resources, and also it will require a lot of people, and right now in the current state of IM we don't have enough talent capacity to develop an app or develop a big web page. Yeah. Do you have any other question? If you don't have more questions, can you please just type check? YOP is the page where people access. So which specifically updates would you like to know, Alejandra? Okay. For the allies, for the people that are not EPs, the webpage is called POP, partners.isec.org. So it's not YOP, it's POP. So, yeah. So for POP, right now what they are trying to do is to add, if POP can show events such as Youth Speaks or World Language Lessons, things that might attract new partnerships. The other thing that is quite important right now with POP is that they must translate to Spanish, but it's not right now in a priority for AI, because right now POP is having a lot of issues to develop those new features related with events. So it's gonna be quite late to receive the POP in Spanish, because right now the priority is events and also the performance of the page. Yeah. So Juan, which is the things that we need to update in lead nurturing? So in lead nurturing, okay, I didn't show you there, but in lead nurturing, the main update is like we have been discussing with Snap, because the way that they saw how our attraction was being done, it was quite useful to just not depend so much on waiting for the people to register to Polio and Expa, because they designed a whole lead nurturing where people first they subscribe to our ads, then they receive our lead nurturing saying that if they want to subscribe to our webpage, they should access to isec.org. After that, if the person doesn't subscribe, it sends a whole chain of mails until the person subscribes in the page. And if you have the opportunity to see the lead nurturing in that, actually I can put here the link for lead nurturing that AI has right now. it is complete, that lead nurturing that that AI design, but it is complete only for people that subscribe to isep.org or they subscribe to our page. In sometimes when people subscribe to ads, they are not like how can I say it? Like okay, someone that will for sure subscribe in the page. So the conversion is quite low. So the lead nurturing in XPA isn't as precise as the way that Snap was designed for us. If you want, you can see the way how is it gonna be the lead nurturing in the BCXP chat, because Annie's gonna explain it better. Because actually the flow is quite long, but yeah, as I was saying, it will help us to convert better ads. So, do you have any other question? Okay. If you don't have any more questions, you can just type check again, or thanks, or okay. Okay, guys, so I hope that this chat helped you. Just in case, we're gonna upload the video to the YouTube channel. I think Sneh is gonna send you the link in the group. Yeah.
Okay, guys. So thank you for being here tonight. As I told you, we are going to upload the video on